Hi, this is J97 Reviews, and today on Retro Recommendations, we're going to be talking about the 1948 film noir, The Big Clock. Now, for those that don't know, Retro Recommendations is a series where I talk about films from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up to the 70s. These are films that I think everyone should check out. They will be either well-known films that a lot of people have heard about, like classics, or, and this is what I most like talking about, is films that I don't think people know too much about and are more obscure and tricky to find. And they're films that don't get too much of a mention, even though I definitely think everyone should check them out. Now, before I start talking about the film, it'd be great if you could drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and if you're feeling extra generous, hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's talk about The Big Clock.
The Big Clock sees a magazine tycoon, played by Charles Laughton, commit a murder and pin it on an innocent man, played by Ray Milland, who then tries to solve the murder himself. As those who have read my reviews and watched my videos for a while now, you know I'm a huge fan of the noir genre. Though it is admittedly a genre that can become repetitive and saturated in its similarities and narrative traits and tropes. The Big Clock takes what is an admittedly very basic cat and mouse narrative structure that steers away from the convoluted who's who that the genre is most known for, and makes it a consistently thrilling, dark, entertaining and quirky affair. The premise is pure gold for this genre, with a tight 95-minute runtime that has no fat or dragging confusion thanks to its well-established plot motivations, personalities and characters. The investigation takes up a substantial amount of the second half of the film, with a frequent race against a literal big ticking clock, creating high levels of tension, as George simultaneously works to hunt for his falsely accused self, as well as avoiding the growing number of witnesses called into the magazine building.
Yes, I led the hunt for the man that nobody knew, and the orders were shoot to kill, twisting and turning through all the shadowed byways of a skyscraper city. A grim, relentless search that could lead to only one man. Myself.
The side plots are solid enough backing for the mainline thrills, but are very much standard noir tropes and location settings. However, the variety of locales and at times almost screwball wit and energy certainly help it stand out. The set designs and interiors are excellently crafted. The mammoth, foreboding, modern-tinged magazine offices built around the gothic expressionistic titular clock, which perfectly represents the brooding presence of its owner, Earl Janeth, played by Laughton. The moments of darkness, the plot-driving murder being brutally blunt, and those of levity and era-specific quirkiness, the sundial bar being a highlight, help it stand out amongst its peers. The cinematography, shadow usage and score also deliver throughout. Milland's witty, dedicated yet distracted and cocky George is a solid protagonist that doesn't follow the noir formula in terms of being too hard-edged. He has strong chemistry with blonde fortune teller Pauline, played enthusiastically by Rita Johnson, and lastly, Charles Laughton's sour, menacing and cold magazine owner is definitely the highlight. The Big Clock is an excellent and underrated noir that is certainly worth your time. Two standout performances by Milland and Laughton, a fast-paced and straightforward plot that never lets up, and strong technical aspects. Predictable tropes and traits aside, this is definitely one of the better genre entries I have seen recently, and a definite retro recommendation.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you've seen The Big Clock, or what's your favourite film noir. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, it means a lot and helps the video get traction, and I will speak to you again very soon on the next video. Cheers!